Hi friend! Today we're diving into a device that promises to change how you work, the reMarkable Paper Pro. Now, if you're looking for an ebook reader with all the bells and whistles like an app store, email or social media, you may be disappointed. The reMarkable Paper Pro doesn't have any of that, and that's by design. The idea behind this device is simple. In a world full of distractions, it's meant to help you focus deeply on your work without being pulled away by notifications or endless apps. It's designed for a distraction-free, focused experience, a tool to help you do deep work, kind of like balancing between modern tech and the simplicity of pen and paper. And hey, I get where they're coming from, but I also have mixed feelings. A lot of us need email to get our work done these days, right? So while the reMarkable can help you stay focused, you may still need your laptop or phone nearby for certain tasks. Let's take a closer look at what the reMarkable Paper Pro brings to the table. I'll be covering everything you need to know, from what's in the box to the design and build quality, the display, writing and reading experience, the marker, the interface, the features, performance, pricing, and finally, I'll give you my overall conclusions. Let's get started. What's inside the box? First off, you get the device itself along with the standard marker, which has a 60 mAh capacity. I got the Marker Plus, which is their premium option, and I will dive deeper into the marker later in the video. You also get 6 extra tips, a USB-C to USB-C cable for charging and transferring data, and a quick start guide to help you get set up. In addition, I also got the premium brown letter folio, which looks very elegant. The earthy brown tone is more muted than I expected. I was hoping for something a bit more saturated. The folio pairs really well with the device thanks to grooves and magnets for the rubberized feet, keeping everything securely in place. It's a thoughtful design that also allows the folio to wake up or put the device to sleep, which is super convenient. However, one thing I've noticed is that the folio extends slightly beyond the edges of the device, and I could see the material potentially wearing out or getting damaged over time. One thing that stands out is the packaging. It's very minimalistic. The boxes have a papery feel to them, which ties in perfectly with reMarkable's branding of simplicity and focus. No unnecessary stuff, just the essentials. Moving on to the design and build quality, this device feels great in hand. You can tell right away that premium materials were used, with a solid metal casing and a smooth glass screen. It has that high-end feel that just makes it so enjoyable to use. The 4 rubberized feet on the bottom are a nice touch. They keep it steady on the table and connect perfectly with the folio case. There are also 5 pin connectors on the back, which makes it easy to attach the keyboard folio if you want to boost your productivity. As for the buttons and ports, the power button is on the top, while the side has a spot for the pen which charges wirelessly when connected. At the bottom there's a USB Type-C port for charging and transferring data. When you pair it with the leather folio, the whole setup looks really sleek and professional. It's the kind of device you're happy to carry around in a meeting or use in public. One minor thing that I found a bit annoying is that there are no LEDs on the front or bezel to show if the device is charging when the folio is closed. You actually have to wake the screen to check if it's fully charged. It may be a design flaw, or maybe I'm just used to having LEDs like that on pretty much every other electronic device. Overall though, it looks and feels very premium, and that makes a difference when you're using it every day. Display. The 11.8-inch color display with a resolution of 2160 by 1620, giving us 229 pixels per inch, is one of the standout features of this device. While it may not have the vivid, punchy colors you'd find on the LED screen, its canvas color display does a great job with over 20,000 colors. The colors are subtle, but that actually enhances the experience, giving you drawings and notes a nice paper-like dimension. However, one thing I've noticed is that when using the reading light in darker environments, the color reproduction takes a hit. Greens can become almost black, and yellows become overly saturated, making it harder to distinguish colors when reading at night. This is a limitation to be aware of if you plan to use the device in low light settings. When writing or drawing in color, there's a slight screen refresh that happens as you finish your strokes, which is completely normal for e-ink technology. Interestingly, this refresh doesn't occur when writing in black, so it's something you will only notice when working with color. The glass screen itself feels good to the touch, and while there's a slight glare, it's minimal. According to reMarkable, about 15% less glare compared to the previous model. I also appreciate that you can write to the very edge of the display, giving you more freedom for your notes or sketches. That said, it's important to mention that the 229 ppi isn't the sharpest resolution out there. If you look closely, you can see some pixels, especially when comparing it to the sharper 300 ppi screens available on the market. It's not a deal breaker, but it's something to keep in mind if the screen sharpness is a priority for you. Marker. The reMarkable marker comes in two versions, the standard marker and the Marker Plus. The key difference? The Marker Plus has a built-in eraser, comes in black, and has a more textured finish for better grip. The standard marker has a smoother finish, but both share the same 60 mAh battery capacity. You will need to shell out an extra €50 or $50 for the eraser and the black color. In terms of functionality, the marker is comfortable to hold and doesn't have any buttons to complicate things. Personally, I find the standard marker to be more than sufficient. Since both versions have the same tip quality, the premium version doesn't feel like a must-have for me. Charging the pen is wireless and it magnetically attaches to the side of the device. You can attach it in either direction, but if you attach it with the tip facing up, the battery won't charge and the magnet is definitely weaker. So to ensure the proper charging, the correct way to attach it is with the tip facing down. Interface. The interface on the reMarkable is refreshingly minimalistic and incredibly easy to get the hang of in just few minutes. The main menu displays all your folders and files, which can be filtered easily by notebooks, PDFs or EPUBs. You can also favorite your documents or tag them, which makes searching and organizing your content super efficient. The menu layout is straightforward with all the options clearly labeled and intuitive to navigate. There's no app store, social media, email, or even a built-in bookstore. This aligns perfectly with reMarkable's vision of creating a distraction-free device. Coming from using tablets, Kindles, and smartphones, I initially found myself looking for more features, but the simplicity here truly drives home the idea of focus. They've nailed that part for sure. Hey, before we jump to the next section, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Appreciate your support. Let's talk about features. One of the standout features of the device is the ability to screen share with your laptop or tablet. This can be incredibly handy, especially if you're giving a presentation or in a Zoom call. You can write or draw on the device and everyone on the call can see your input in real time. I tested this feature myself and the setup was surprisingly easy. There was no noticeable lag. What I wrote updated on the screen almost instantly. Another addition is the reading light, which wasn't available in previous versions like the reMarkable 2. While it's a nice touch, I have to admit I was expecting something a bit stronger. Even at maximum brightness, the light is quite delicate and natural, but honestly, it still feels barely enough. Compared to devices like the Kindle Paperwhite or the Kobo Libra Color, the backlight here is much weaker. In my experience, you will likely need to keep it on the highest setting to read comfortably at night. The lower brightness settings don't seem practical for nighttime use. They're just too dim. And hey, maybe it's just because I wear glasses that I can't see it properly. Let me know in the comments. Integration with Google Drive, Dropbox and OneDrive is another handy feature. It allows you to easily import documents from these platforms and export your notebooks or drawings back to them. This makes it convenient to access your content on other devices like your laptop or phone, and it's a feature I found very useful. I also really enjoyed the gesture controls. These shortcuts make navigating and editing much faster. For example, you can tap with 2 fingers to undo or 3 fingers to redo an action. I particularly like the two-finger swipe from the side, which reveals an empty space for notes. Once you get used to them, the gestures make the device feel much more intuitive and enjoyable to use. And you feel just much connected with the device. Writing experience. There are 9 different writing tools available, including the ballpoint pen, fineliner, highlighter, pencil, mechanical pencil, calligraphy pen, probably my favorite, marker, shader, and paintbrush. These tools offer a variety of textures and strokes, making the writing experience quite versatile. The highlighter is unique in that it only has 6 colors to work with, while the other tools have 9 colors to choose from. Writing with marker creates a sound similar to writing on heavy paper, which is a fantastic feeling. When writing in black, there's really no refresh, making it an amazing experience. There's a slight refresh when writing in color, but as mentioned before, it's not very bothersome. Reading experience. Reading EPUB books on the device is a bit of a mixed bag for me. On the positive side, the large screen makes for comfortable reading, especially when it comes to viewing more content without constant page flipping. However, the weight of the device can be an issue. I find it a bit too heavy to hold in one hand for extended periods, so a stand is almost a necessity here. Customizing the reading experience, like changing font size, margins, or font type, works fine, but there is a noticeable lag when you select these options, and you need to wait a few seconds for the changes to apply. There are some key features missing compared to the typical ebook readers. For instance, there's no landscape mode, no option to check words in a dictionary or Wikipedia, and although you can highlight and add notes, the notes are added as a separate page. They are not directly attached to the highlighted text. You also can see how much time you have left to finish a book, which is a feature I find useful in other readers. When it comes to PDFs, the reading experience is much better. Pages load relatively quickly, and the large screen makes it easy to read PDF content comfortably. I also enjoyed reading comics and magazines, whether in color or black and white. As mentioned before, I could see some pixels, but overall I could read the text within the comics quite well, which made for an enjoyable experience. Performance. The performance of the device, especially in note-taking, is impressive. Writing in black feels as close to writing on real paper as you can get with e-ink. Typing on the on-screen keyboard is smooth. While it's not as fast as an iPad, I haven't noticed any major lags or delays. The overall navigation through the interface is pretty quick, and although there is some screen refresh when switching between menus, it's not distracting enough to hinder usability. When reading EPUBs, swiping through pages is fast, even faster than the Kobo Libra Color, and on par with the Kindle Paperwhite. Given that reMarkable's screen is significantly larger, it's impressive how well it handled refreshing. The only area where it slows down is when you change the font settings like the size or type. It takes a few seconds to load these changes. For PDFs, performance is excellent. Pages load very quickly and the colors appeared much brighter and more vivid compared to, let's say, Kobo Libra Color. The overall speed in handling PDFs is quicker as well. Importing files. There are several convenient ways to import files onto the device. The easiest is through the reMarkable desktop or mobile app. Just drag and drop PDFs or EPUBs into an app and they sync to your device in seconds. You can also log into your reMarkable account via browser and drag and drop files, which will sync with your device. Bear in mind that the maximum file size for web browser transfer is 100 megabytes. Another transfer method is via integrations with Dropbox, Google Drive or OneDrive, which allows you to seamlessly move documents between platforms. I've tested it extensively and it was my preferred method of transfer, followed by the desktop app. If you prefer direct connections, you can also connect the device to a PC or Windows machine. The device won't appear as an external drive though. Instead, you will need to access it via a browser by entering the IP address listed in the device settings. It's a bit unconventional, but it works. Additionally, reMarkable offers a Chrome extension that lets you send web articles directly to your reMarkable device. You can choose between sending articles as simplified text or PDFs, and in my experience, the extension works smoothly once paired with your reMarkable account. Account subscription. Registering your reMarkable account is essential if you want to access features like screen sharing and handwriting to text conversion. The registration process through their website is straightforward, and pairing your device is quick and simple. A notable part of the experience is the Connect subscription. You get the first 100 days free, and after that it costs €3 a month or $3 a month, which totals €36 or dollars per year. One perk of Connect is that it ensures all your notes are backed up to the cloud and accessible on other devices. Without the Connect subscription, you can only sync documents online for the first 50 days, and after that, syncing stops. Without the subscription, you do still get access to Google Drive, Dropbox, OneDrive integration, handwriting conversion, screen sharing, and send to email feature. Connect subscribers also get additional benefits like protection plan, covering any defects for up to 3 years, which extends the warranty from the standard 1 year. There's also access to exclusive offers in the web shop, including discounts on accessories. All in all, I'm still not sold on the idea of having to pay for basic features like cloud syncing when competitors offer similar services for free. For new users, this could be a deal breaker, and it may also impact existing users' trust in future products. I personally hate subscriptions and avoid them like a plague. I believe they should allow free syncing of files up to, let's say, 5-10 gigabytes, and offer a subscription for unlimited storage and a protection plan as a separate option. Pricing. The reMarkable Paper Pro currently comes in at $579 or €649, which position it in the very premium range. The standard book folio adds $89 or €99 to the price, while the premium leather folio costs $179 or €199. The most expensive option, the type folio with a full-sized keyboard, is priced at $229 or €249. In my case, I opted for the device with the brown leather folio and the marker plus, and ended up paying $946 or €849 in Europe. That's a significant amount of money, and considering there are many alternatives within this price range, I recognize that this product will not be the right fit for everyone. Conclusion. So after spending some time with the reMarkable Paper Pro, I can say it's definitely a unique device that offers a focused, distraction-free workspace for those who value deep work. The writing experience is fantastic, especially with the various pen types, and that feeling of writing on a near paper-like surface is one of the most satisfying parts of the experience. The large, well-designed screen, minimalistic interface, and the ability to annotate PDFs make it great for both work and creativity. Of course, there are a couple of things I wish were different. The lack of email means I'd still need a laptop or phone for some tasks, which may be a hurdle for some. The subscription model isn't my favorite either. While it offers some useful features like cloud syncing, I think it would be more appealing without that ongoing cost. The lack of key features you'd expect from an e-reader like a landscape mode, dictionary lookup, or even quick font adjustments can feel slightly limiting. All in all, I love the distraction-free environment and the tactile writing experience. But for those who need more flexibility or are more budget conscious, there may be a better option out there. Still, if you're someone who values a tool designed purely for focus, the reMarkable Paper Pro could be just what you're looking for. But I'd love to hear your thoughts now. What do you think about this device? Is it something you'd consider using, or do you prefer a more feature-rich experience of an iPad or maybe Kindle or Kobo? Let me know in the comments. And if you've enjoyed this video, please like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're working on more content similar to this. Thanks for joining me in this review. I hope this gives you a clearer picture of what you can expect. I hope you have a great day. Take care. Bye.